Hello everyone, welcome to Prep Future Learning. My name is Amit Mandal and I am the instructor for this practical series on computer science with Python. Before beginning our next practical, just a small suggestion for better visibility and understanding. Switch to full screen mode while watching the video and turn on the captions. So in practical number 3, we have to write a program to remove all the lines that contain the character A in a file and write it to another file. So the output will be old file updated with lines which don't have a character and the new file created with the lines having a. So our output will be like, let's begin, first write line 1, then write the line 2, and here's the end line. So if you can just watch it, that there is no a character in these 4 lines, and in the new file text we have now write the second last line and find the last line. So we have these two characters here, a character in the last, and finally we have a character, so that's why that they are in the new file. So how to create this? In order to do this, we have to go to our Colab. We can do the same in Jupyter Notebook, and I will discuss it later how to do it in Jupyter Notebook. So for the Google Colab, who are using Google Colab, they can follow along. So in here we have to write this code, then we have to write practical number 3. Remove all the lines that contain the character A in a file and write it to another file. So our first step will be, step 1 is we have to create a text file, and we will name it as old file dot txt. How to create this old file? First we have to go to this folder. This is file section we have, and here in the sample data, in here we have to click on this link, 3 dots, and then we have to click on this. I will name it as old file txt. We have renamed the file. Just go outside the box and click anywhere outside the box. So this file has been created. Go to double click on this. Now write the text which you want to. So in order to zoom out, we will close this. So old file txt we will have. So our first line will be, let's begin. Second line will be, first write line 1, then write line 2. Now write the second last line, and finally the last line. Here is the end line. So this is our text. So this is automatically saved, so we do not need to save it, and so I can just simply go to this 3 dots and close all tabs. So this is done. Now our step 2 will be, open and read the old file text. So how to do it? So we have to first define a function. I will define remove. So we want to remove character A, that's why we are using the remove function. So now if I write this f equal to, first we have to open the file. So open, then which file whatever file we have to open, first we have to go to this file, go to this, select this old file text, and here we have to click on the three dots. I will get a copy path, so I will just copy this path and I will just simply paste it here. This the path has been copied and I want to read this, so r, once it is done, then I will write, I can just simply close it. Now lines equal to f dot read lines, then we have to print lines. Now we have to call the function, so I will just write remove and shift plus enter to execute the program. So we are getting some error here. So built-in method deadlines of IO text wrapper this. So here is the culprit. We have just forgot to assign this parenthesis here. So once it is done, now we can just simply. So we are getting let's begin. Then we have forward slash n. First write line 1, then write line 2, and then if we just scroll it to right, we are getting this here. So here is the end line. Okay. So in order to get this, now our step 3 will be define. So I will just simply copy this down from above and make some changes to it. So our first line will be same, our second line will be same, and now I'm just writing adding on this line f for old. I will fo. So I will just simply open. Now I want to rewrite the file. That's why I will just simply copy this, and instead of reading, I want to rewrite the file. So I will use the w command, w word, sorry. And then for this, I will have open for a new file. I will just simply copy this same thing, and instead of old file, I want a new file. So I will simply replace old with new, and we want to write the file new file. Okay. So I can just remove this print lines here. Once it is done, so I will start I loop, for loop for line in lines, and if I will write out the condition if a in line, a new file will else The old file we will fo dot write one line. So if we have an if and else condition, if a in line, then it will be in the new file, and if else it will be in the old file only. Okay. So how do we know that whether it is printed or not? So for that we will just simply type a here. If the code get executed, we will get this notification. Old file updated with lines which don't have a, and new file created with lines having a text file. We will get this notification when our code is executed. So now we have to call out the function. So we are calling out with function remove. So if I execute this by pressing shift plus enter, so here it is. Means we are getting this notification that old file updated with lines which don't have a. So that means the file has been created. So if I check this, now there is two file, old file text and new file text. Okay. So if I open this old file text, I am getting this four lines, and none of the lines have character a in them. Let's begin. First write line 1. So in these four lines we do not have any a character. If I open the new file, now write the second last line and find the last line. So we have character a in this two lines. So here is one method one. Now we have alternate method to do this. So if I go back to this, so we can write in our output. So old file we have this one. I will just simply copy this in our code. I can just write old file text. We have this, and in our new file text we have this one. So three inverted commas for writing a comment. We can use this double inverted comma as we have a comma in inverted comma in our program. This is done. So I can just simply close this by going to three dots, close all tabs. We can do the same while using the Jupyter notebook. So for Jupyter notebook, we have to first go to this new Python 3 notebook. So once done, so we will write the practical 3. So our first step was to create a text file. So name it as old file.txt. So in order to create an old file txt, we have to just go to this home page, then go to this new, and we will select this text file. So now we will just rename it as old file.txt. Okay, and we will just copy this our original message. Let's begin first, write line 1 and the whole stuff, and paste it here, and go to this file and just save it. So let's go to this home page, refresh it, and check whether this file has been there or not. So we have this old file txt is here. Okay, so now we have to go to this again. So I can just name it as practical number 3. Since we have already done this program in our Colab, I will just simply go there and copy the whole thing from step 2 and paste it here. So once done, the only change I will do, instead of writing this path, I will just delete this and simply write the old text file, only the name of the file, old file text. Sorry. So once done, we can just simply execute this program. So here we are getting an error, it's a syntax error and terminated this. Okay, so let's check what can be done. File.txt or just, okay, and we have this file. Okay, first we have to close this file here, then we can execute this. Okay, so we have to use inverted comma here now. So we are getting this message here. Now again I will go to this our collab and again copy the whole stuff, step 3, and paste it here. And again I will make the changes, like here I will just put the old text file. I will delete this whole one, put it here, and this again only the old file text will be there, and here we will just, so let's execute this. So here we are getting old file is updated with lines which do not have a, and new file created with lines having a check files. So let's go to our home page, refresh it once, and let's see whether we have this new text file or not. So we have this one new file text. If we open this, so we have this two lines in which a character is there, and if I open the old file text, so it has been rewritten and only the 4 lines are there. So this way we can use both Google Colab and Jupyter Notebook to write this program. So thank you for watching this. Let's meet in next practical. Thank you.